Z, what's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's up, Jay? Happy
All
to
right,
be here.
awesome. Just give me a second. I'm waiting for Dr. Jamar Montgomery to get on real quick,
Take your
and then
time.
once he's on, we gonna lock in. But man, how's it going?
All good, all good. Been working really hard. I'm actually outside at the moment. That was the time you got me, but super excited about the project, about the launch, and ready for it. So it's been a couple months of work. But
Okay.
you know how much I'm passionate about my art and about the blockchain. We did that show back in June of last year. So definitely passionate about both of them and bridging the gap of bringing them together. So
Well,
definitely
this is.
glad you're on the forefront of it as well.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about today, man. I'm excited about this one. I'm literally just getting finished painting my damn self. So I didn't really have to study for this one. I think I know Zebby well enough that I've come prepared. My boy is with me. So once again, welcome to NFT Talk podcast. This is the fourth episode. Today we are featuring super dope, innovative artist Zebby G. I got my special guest host, Dr. Jamar Montgomery, with us today. As you know, we are here to educate you guys on the metaverse and NFTs and just all types of digital art. So to have Zebby G here with us today talking about his 456 Collectors Club drop is an honor. And let's get started. So Z, really quickly, can we talk a little bit 456 Club and how this even come up?
Hold on real quick. I ain't even got to say hello. What's up, Zebby G,
Yeah,
man?
I
Pleasure to meet
apologize,
you,
bro. I'm
man.
on some.
No worries. What's up? What's up? Pleasure to be on here with you. Nice to meet you.
Most def, man. It's great to meet you and great to have you on as well, man.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Brad.
All right, so real quick, let's start talking 456 Collectors Club and the motivation behind it. I know that you've been really in your art bag for the last 7-8 years. What is the inspiration behind it and why now?
So why now? This is definitely things that are changing. A new medium was provided to the art. I started creating art full time in 2015. It was something that was important to me coming from, the chase of making money and everything with money. I wanted more for my life and something with more meaning. And art was how I was going to share it with the world. I wanted to create pieces that would put smiles on people's faces, pieces that would bring joy, share positive messages. We're every human is alike. Every human is the same. We need to respect one another. And I wanted to incorporate and leave something positive on this world once I'm gone. And that was the reason for creating 456 Land. 456 Land is an acronym for winning. And when you're in a positive world, and when you can look at art and take yourself away from the race of the real life, it puts you in a different place, puts a smile on your face, shares a positive message. For me, that's winning, and that's why I created 456 Land. I've been building the sculptures and creating the artwork in the physical form now for some years. And I decided to create a PFP collection. One, I have a tremendous love for blockchain. This is not the first NFT I ever dropped. I dropped my first NFTs with you, actually, in the first physical art gallery in Philadelphia that was showcasing NFTs. So this is my first PFP collection, but not my first NFT.
Well, I'm honored to even be in that sentence because, like he said, he did drop his first NFT with the gallery, and man, this guy is. I mean, he's modest. He's going to be humble about it, but that idea and that whole wave really came from me just having him in my life and being able to be around people that are really thinking and being pioneers. So, talking pioneers, Zebby, what really interested you and what got you to really want to, or to really believe in the metaverse, right? Like, you're one of my first friends to ever have an Ethereum wallet and whatnot. Jamar, you can go ahead.
I wanted him just to educate our listeners on what PF for.
No problem. It stands for a profile picture collection. And these are the profile pictures that you're seeing people put up. You see the Bored Apes, the Mutant Apes, the Crypto Punks. Those are all PFP collections. They are generated collections as well. So there's a whole excitement about it on why such collections are awesome. The 4,500 for this collection, 4,560 individual pieces of artwork were created, and then a computer is going to generate who and what gets, the individual artwork. So out of the 4,560, there are 60 of them that are, super rare. All the other ones may be rare as well, and some of those could be super rare as well. But that's the thing, you buy the NFT first, you don't see the reveal right away. And then within the first week, the reveal typically happens, and then you'll know which artwork you got. All of them are going to hold value. All of them are going to be super awesome. And going through all 4,560, I like every single one of them. Someone in the team asked me, what should I use for marketing? And my response was every one of them I love. Pick any one of them from the final, images. And that's the truth. They're all awesome. They're all unique. They're all have their own traits and characters. And there are, though, some that are rare, and those may have a price point extremely high compared to other ones. And it's because it's going to be unique, and there is no other one exactly like that. So that's also part of this generative collection. You get to, buy something without knowing what it is, and then later, find out you may have gotten very lucky and gotten something rare. So that is a PFP collection, and that's what's dropping on Sunday. So this is my first PFP collection. It's also the first collection of its kind that's connecting the physical work with the digital asset as well. So that's something that's game changer. Doing it on this caliber, 4,560, is what's making it special. I knew when I started, my job won't be done, once the minting's done. This is something that I made a commitment to build a community around the art. And for me, this is an art project that's incorporating all those other aspects, the blockchain, the PFP side of it. So yeah, it's super exciting to release this. I think Jay's question specifically was, why did I choose to incorporate my art with blockchain? Was that your question exactly?
Pretty much, because just to give them a real background on you, this guy can make anywhere from 30 to 100 grand a piece, right, when he's selling real sculptures and real in the physical. So if you're already making that, and you have a clientele, and you're not hurting for money, what made you go, you know what, this is the next big thing, I'm all in?
So I've been a believer of blockchain, creating art at the same time. I was dabbling in the crypto space. I've been, trying to hold as much as I could of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. So I've been a believer of it. I like the concept of taking the currency away from the government. So without even getting into the fact, I've been a fan of cryptocurrency. I understood Ethereum right away when I was explaining the smart contracts. Brainer. Coming from the business world and understanding contracts and the issues that could apply to them, how complicated and sensitive they are. Sometimes there's additional work that goes in after you write this contract. And the beauty of a smart contract is it's written, it's open, it's out there, it's public, nothing could change. So what enticed me to put my art connected with it is this is a game changer for art. This is a new medium for art that when acrylic paint first came out, no one said, hey, wait, that's something new. I'm not going to touch that. No, this is a new medium. This is an exciting medium, and I'm definitely excited to be working with it. On top of it, the utility for the smart contract is their certificate of authenticity. So art has never had a certificate of authenticity with such strong backing behind it. So if you buy a piece of art from an artist that's no longer alive, you have to get a foundation, you have to get a certificate of authenticity, and without that documentation and without that paperwork, your art isn't worth what you think it's worth because it's not verified. So you have to jump through hoops. You have to pay sometimes. Sometimes it could be an exorbitant amount of money, 25,000, 35, 40, 50,000 for foundation to be able to verify and certify that this painting is real, whether it's the logistics of shipping it to them and them having experts, check the here with the blockchain, you're able to verify the certificate of authenticity. So for art, I think the utility that crypto has to offer is amazing, and I think artists definitely incorporate it in their work. It's new for a lot of people, hard for a lot of people to understand at first. But I do think once the art world fully acknowledges the benefit of, incorporating blockchain to some degree, coming out of today, this is the future. In 20 years from today, those that have artwork connected to blockchain, it's not jumping through hoops. Is this real? Is this not real? So I'm glad to be, on the forefront of it. I'm not the first artist to get involved in NFT. A lot of other artists have been doing this for the last year, but I'm excited to be part of this group of artists. So that's why I chose to make this, create the collection.
One of the things that really stood out to me was that, looking on the 456 Collectors Club, was that it's also connected with that the holders of your NFTs will also be able to earn physical pieces of art. And I thought that was just so important. And it goes back to what you're talking about, the certificate of authenticity of knowing, hey, that this particular, my NFT is attached to this piece of physical art. And what does art necessarily look like 20 years from now, especially with the generation of the metaverse, of Web 3.0 and digital avatars? So I just think that's incredibly exciting. Uh-oh. Did we lose
Yeah,
him?
let me make sure you're still there. I see somebody said we're losing broadcast. Can you guys hear us perfectly fine? Just comment if you can hear us. Comment if you can hear us. Z, did you hear his question?
Yeah, I heard his question. A phone call came in and I hit end, so it could be that messed something up. But I heard the question, and yeah, that's that. I got involved in this project, and I wanted to create this project because for me, this is an art project. This is nothing different than any other art project that I'm creating. Whether it's Nft sculpture, everything is going to have the logistics that I'm going to have to get through. But for me, this is an art project. Every single NFT holder, after 1 month of sellout, they're going to be able to redeem their art print, and that art print is going to be a print of your actual NFT. So if you have NFT number, your mint number was 427 on the print, it's going to be hand signed with the numbers 427 on it. And the same thing is with the art toy. The art toy, there's 10 different colors in this collection, and each art toy is going to be signed. It's going to be signed with your mint number, and that's going to be the connection of the metaphysical aspect of it. So if you're holding the art print, if you're holding the art toy, and you have the NFT, it's kind of like with Pokemon. Some people have very, very, very rare cards, that you're looking at years later, and that's what's going to be extremely rare. But that's also going to help build our community in Discord and continue the dialogue. If someone wanted to collect all 10 colors and they wanted to, communicate with people, make a trade, how can we get this color? So there's going to be more interaction than the typical collection. This isn't, it will be traded on OpenSea, and many people may say, hey, I'm willing to sell that, but this art print isn't coming off my wall. And that's going to be up to the collector. But my goal was to bring value to the collectors, to bring utility to the collectors, and leave it on them. If you do happen to keep everything together, this is that ultra rare piece of artwork. So yeah, bringing the artwork in it was my reason for doing it. The whole reason.
Most def. I saw on your knowledge piece. I saw that the book that you pulled out was Andy Warhol, and you had several other artists. You had right next to Warhol, you had Basquiat, you had Eduardo, was it Munich? And then at the end, you had yourself. I thought that was super dope.
I own that one. By the way. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all come to the NFT gallery pop up, you can purchase that because that will be up on the screens, and you know what I'm saying. I definitely made sure I grabbed that one. That was one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, that like when I was browsing, that was my favorite as well.
That's what's up. The book is definitely going to happen soon. This project is what's taking my time. Like I said, I do want to bring value, and there's just a lot of work. Today I got to do 10 more designs for the rear ones. The rest of them are done. I'm switching out 10. I posted today about Trina coming on board, and that was something that I was excited and happy to bring into this collection as well. There aren't that many women in this arena right now, and you know, watching it and getting involved in it the last couple of months, to be able to do that was something special to me. I'm designing 10 new NFTs, and those are going to be rare NFTs, but they're part of the collection. So out of the 60 unique ones that I put aside, I'm rearranging some of them and doing a small collection of 10 with Trina. So that is something I'm going to be working on today. It's been on my mind the last few days. It's just now putting it on paper and getting a computer and having it ready for the reveal for 10 lucky holders to be able to get, you know, some additional awesome pieces. So that, you know, adds to the rarities. We haven't publicly put out, you know, all the different attributes and percentages, but all that information is going to be released soon. And there's just so many rarities here. When I started the collection, I had the vision of having like the Pantone color chart. So as opposed to making everything white in the background or one single color, you know, there's almost 1,000 different background colors in this collection. So there's, you know, correct. There, each one is going to be unique, and you know, there isn't one that's not, you know, awesome, and that's how I feel about it, and that's how I'm talking about it for that reason.
So, I have a question. Not to interrupt, Z. So, I see that a lot of people that are, you know, making NFTs, a lot of them are just images, right? And I mean, you have a few that are just images, or you have a lot of that are just images as well. But do we have any more, like the ones that I know that we dropped? They were all motion type NFTs. Do you have any more of those on the way? And you know, what can we expect for this in that 4, 5, 6 collector?
So it's good you brought up those animated NFTs, and that's, you know, I spoke about this bringing a new medium to art, and that's one of the aspects of it. So with 456 Land, a lot of these characters have messages they want to share, and when you're creating the sculpture in the physical form, it's up to the viewer's interpretation of what that's saying to them. So I could write down as much as I want, but it's still going to be up to your interpretation. So with the NFTs, you're able to create, you know, animated short clip videos which deliver a message. You mentioned the knowledge is power. To me, that's very important. The more we understand, you know, the better we could become. You know, better as a human, better financially, better in all aspects. There's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with asking. There's numerous different ways to get that knowledge. But the more we could accumulate, the better we could make our life. So I do plan on doing more animated clips in the future. There are none that I'm working on at this moment, just because this collection is taking front and center. The next 10 creations that I'll be designing and making are the 10 that I just mentioned. So some super awesome pieces that are part of this collection. This collection is also not animated. They are, you know, just regular images. They are unique images, but they are regular images. But this is coming with that whole concept of getting that art print and getting the art toy. So how, you know, this is making sense for an art project, but many more messages I do want to deliver. So you will see more short animated clip NFTs in the future.
No, and I mean, you're, like I said, when it comes to that especially animated NFTs, and I'm saying like the movable ones, you're definitely one of the pioneers from what I was seeing. You know what I'm saying? You actually got me ready, so I'm getting ready to drop Art's Heartbeats. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically like if art had a heart, it's what it would look like and what the heartbeat would look like. But I literally was like, yo, I could drop this as an image, or should I make it move? I was like, no, this joint got a beat, and it was literally just because of me seeing the chopper come down and drop the Bitcoins, and I'm like, yo, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So keep inspiring, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Being a pioneer to not just the art community, but to the tech community in general, and being able to, you know, bridge that gap, and where most entrepreneurs will be scared to, or most creators are afraid to do things like this. You know what I'm saying? So I always admire that from you. So just moving forward real quick, a little bit more that people, you know, I know a lot about Zevy G. So one thing I seen was you got Mr. Moneybags, well, not Mr. Moneybags, but you got the 456 on the New York Times Square. Can you talk a little bit about how did that even come about? Because most artists could only dream to have their artwork on in the middle of Times Square?
Definitely. About a year ago, somebody reached out to me. His name is Marshall. He's the project manager. So to create such a collection, it definitely took a team. I have a team of awesome people, from developers, marketing.
And please elaborate on that, because most artists think that like you could just wake up and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, like let them understand that it's not just you. It takes a full-on, full-fledged team of people to make the type of shit that you're doing happen.
Yeah, I mean, just like everything else, it could be one person could do it, but at what caliber, at what level, and at what time frame? To do it in a realistic time frame and to put it out the way that I put it out, it does take a little village. And every person on the team has been, putting crazy amount of hours in it. There's just so much work that does have to be done that everyone could only play their part. There are developers on. When you mint NFT, you're going to be going to a website. So I needed to know that it's secure, it works, the smart contract's good, and all those aspects that the developer would be dealing with. We created some POAPs. POAPs are like a little souvenir coming live or coming to something like this. And I'm going to be making wearables for the metaverse that are going to be going out to the NFT holders. So I did need support on the development end, and we brought in a development team called Metivate. But it's super important to have that side figured out when you want people to mint on your website directly. You want it to be secure. You want it to be efficient. And they even went, to tweak the contract to where the gas fees are a bit lower to be efficient. All those things have to do with the developer. If the gas fees are extremely high, issues with the contract or things that the developers or the contract redefined, to be more affordable on the gas. So that's one aspect of it. And selling 4,560 NFTs, where the goal is to sell it out as quick as possible. I wasn't born in the NFT space. I don't have, when I started this, I didn't have some of the major influencers. Definitely a lot of people reached out and getting a lot of love, so it's super appreciated. But we set together a strategy to reinvest, some of the money that came in through marketing. So we brought in a marketing arm, and we put in hundreds of thousands of dollars to make this successful collection. And the goal is, been from day one to bring value to the holders and to bring continuous value to the holders. And this was just what it took to make that happen. So Times Square was part of the plan. The individual that owns, his name is Steve Ellman. I don't know if they're seeing this or not seeing this, but a couple of days ago, I got a DM, love your artwork. We could do a barter for another billboard over there. He owns the billboard straight up. So I reached out today, maybe I can make something happen, maybe not. But that's part of the marketing plan, to get it shown to as many people as possible. And that's why we took out that NASDAQ billboard. So right now,
Awesome.
that NASDAQ billboard's up till February 3rd. It was up for a whole month, 2 minutes out of every hour. So it's been awesome to share the artwork with the world.
That's what's up. Hey, Jamar, did you have anything else from? I know we're running out of time. I got a few more questions, but I wanted to let you get squeeze your drinks in real quick.
I just wanted him to talk about his process in choosing particular artists to work with, especially in being a pioneer in this particular space.
So I'm very OCD, and anyone that's ever me knows that. Sometimes they tell me it's too much. So when I have a vision and I create something, it needs to be executed exactly. Could you hear me?
No, I can.
Yep.
Sorry, another phone call was coming in. It's been busy. I've been in meetings and designing things and working on things. So yeah, I'm pretty strong with my vision. And like I said, anyone that's worked with me, I'm very, very specific. So I come up with a concept. I come up with the designs, the colors, and everything from it, and it needs to be exactly like that. So I do have a helping arm. And they're on the website, Prefixa, so I could give them a shout out. But they've been very, very patient. That's just the reality. I need my creation, how I create it. I draw a lot on paper, so I give the designs on paper. I color them, with acrylic markers and, different pencils. And at times colored pencils, and it needs to be in the digital form in the exact way that I'm delivering it. And they've been very patient. They've delivered super high quality renderings that I'm proud of, and I'm proud to put out there. So yeah, it's, like I said, you need a team. There's been a team of 20 people from every single aspect, but we're a pretty transparent collection, and that's why on the website you can see everything there. We put the companies that we worked with, and I also wanted everyone to be out there because ain't no rug pull. It's something that's real, something that we're trying to build for the future. We're putting our names out there, and I'm an artist. I'm not stopping tomorrow. I'm going to go on to the next art project. But for me, the next art project will be to make an edition of prints, 4,560 of them, hand sign them, work on the production of the toys. So, you're going to see a lot more things. There are things that I'm working on that I'm not discussing at the moment. But, it's one thing. Sunday is the public mint, and this is dropping, not, just
So
dropping.
one thing I would like to add to that, man, just as far as the artists Zevi chooses to work with, because what I'm saying, I was blessed to be one of those. I would say he's one of the most genuine, organic type artists and who he chooses to work with. And I'm gonna say it like this, right? I'll say I have friends that from the outside looking in, right, when you're looking at like followers and where they have their art at, they could consider themselves on his level, but they wouldn't really deal with the artist who doesn't have some type of clout or some type of background or some type of just something that they feel like makes them right. But with Z, it's never been that. It's always been like, I like this guy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just work with him, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care if he's got $1 million or 1 million followers. I just believe what he's talking about, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just put my belief into him. So he's always been that type of guy since I met him, right? And it's amazing to see where he's been, because it's been about 5 years now, bro, since we first met. It's been about 5 years. So to watch your journey, and from being at Art Basel in a show with you to you selling you were about $300,000 NFTs at Art Basel.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, man. You north of $250,000 selling NFTs in one weekend.
Now
After,
the man ain't gonna want to discuss numbers like that. The
hey,
man ain't gonna want to
listen,
discuss numbers like
but
that.
listen, hey, Art Basel, he's setting records. He's doing those type of things. But to see him where he was at, and I mean, mind you, he wasn't not selling anything, right? He was still killing them 5 years ago. But to see the level that he's reaching right now, and to see the potential of where he's going is it's inspiring, man. And yeah, you just gotta keep doing it. You definitely got the NFT Talk podcast support. You got Art from the Heart support. You know what I'm saying? You got JRT support. And yeah, before we get out of here, could you let people know where they can, excuse me, I know that the pre-sale is done already, but what they got to do to get this drop this Sunday. It drops this Sunday, you guys. If they got to follow your Discord, how can they be a part of the 456 Collectors Club? Where can they find Zevi G at?
First of all, thank you for bringing me on your podcast, and it's always been a pleasure working with you. We've done a whole bunch of shows together, and yes, it's been some time, and thank you for the support, and thank you for bringing me on the podcast. In my bio on Instagram, you'll have all the information, but you could jump into Discord to get more information, or www.456collectorsclub.com. There's an early registration that didn't close yet. I think it's still open, where we had some limited slots where we're giving them the ability to mint up to 24 hours for the public sale. This way, the gas fees, should be a bit easier. Public sale, when the sale actually opens, is Sunday at 4:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you go on the website, 456collectorsclub.com, you're able to register for early minting, which is going to start 24 hours before the public mint on Sunday.
That's on my birthday.
It's too much synergy right here. Real quick, when are we going to see another Zevi G Art from the Heart collab, NFT collab? When are we going to see this? It's gotta happen before the year's out.
Hey, so I'm excited to see your show. I see you've been promoting the show on.
Yeah. So I would love to talk more about that. when you if you're able to make it, I'm gonna be doing a pop up. So for everybody that's on right now, I'll be doing my first ever solo art show next Friday, January 28th, in Philadelphia, at the Butterfly Insectarium. And that day I'll be opening up a 30-day pop up. So I'll have the NFT, the Art from the Heart NFT gallery 30-day pop up inside of the Butterfly Insectarium. It's like a museum for insects. But I have a room there inside, so you got to pay to get in the museum, but you can come see the setup and the installation. We have like the floor is very interactive, right? We got 3D, we got all kind of crazy stuff going on in that room. So make sure y'all get out next Friday at 7 p.m. The RSVP will be up tomorrow. I'll be releasing it, and hopefully y'all see Zevy G there as well. Follow me at JRT's NFT. Follow the podcast. We will not be going live from the Nft Talk podcast until we get 1,000 followers. All right, when we get 1,000 followers, we'll go live from the Nft Talk podcast. Make sure y'all follow Art from the Heart in the gallery. Jamar, let them know where to find you at, and we'll be back on Tuesday.
Dr. Jamar Montgomery at DRJAMAR Montgomery, MONTGOMERY, or drjamarmontgomery.f. Holla at me.
Yep, super, super dope. This Tuesday, we will be back. Thank you again, Z. I'm going to get with y'all. Peace.